Hello, welcome. My name is Michelle Withers, and I'm the owner of Creative Success Systems. I am super excited to have you joining me today. My loyal, amazing assistant, Shannon, is on here with us also, and she is awesome because I'm not very good at talking and reading comments at the same time. I seem to be just someone that can do one thing at a time. That was really bad, one person at a time, one thing at a time. So Shannon is awesome to answer your questions and comment on things that you have questions about as we go. If we get to the end and for some reason there's something Shannon hasn't answered or hasn't had an opportunity to answer, or you want to hear my 2 cents on it, we will definitely have some Q&A at the end. So I'm super excited to have you. Welcome, welcome. Please comment just, the number 1 or first. If this is your first time ever joining me, we love to have new people join us. If you are a devoted follower, comment devoted. I love having you back. Welcome again. This is super fun. So we touch on different subjects every week. We do one of these almost weekly. So one of the things that's really awesome to do, devoted, look at my devoted. Hello, first timers. You guys are awesome. So be sure and like our Facebook page and subscribe to the events, because then you'll get notification about the upcoming topics a little faster and a little more frequently. Now, just real quick, one more quick time. If you would love to be entered into our drawing for our Facebook group training that is beyond exciting, and it gets fabulous repeat sales, is a $97 value. I just shared this link in the Zoom chat. It is, oh, I think I need to pin it. Let me go pin it over here. Oh no, did I lose it? Let's see, how am I gonna get that back? I may have to put it one more time here and pin that bad boy. So it's pinned over in the Facebook group, or Facebook page rather. So you just copy that whole text and you go post that on your profile in your team pages. Say, come hang out, you gotta learn something about Facebook pages, and comment Shannon with where you posted it. Your name will go in that drawing. All right, so Facebook pages, a bunch of you have commented if you have a page and how many are how many likes you have on your page. We have all different numbers. I love the variety that we have here. So I got to tell you a little bit about Facebook pages, and I will spend just a little bit of time telling you the difference between a group and a page. Now, let's make this very, very clear from the very, very beginning, because I am certain that this question will probably come up. Do I need a Facebook page or do I need a Facebook group? Which do I need, Michelle? And I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, it's a good idea to have both, okay? So, but let me make this perfectly clear. It is not going to have, you're not going to have the exact same goal with both of those Facebook types of places to interact with people, okay? We're going to have Facebook pages and Facebook groups. You're going to have both. And one of the things that I teach people all the time is this little philosophy that when we first meet someone, that's like a first date. And a lot of times you're going to have people find you for the first time via a page. So that's like a first date or a blind date. Your group gets better notifications. People see what you post more often in your group. We want to get people to your group, connect with them, and that's where I love to say that you're courting or you're dating, you're getting to know them, you're bonding there. That's where we make that relationship. Sometimes they may have liked your page, or you met them at a booth or expo, or maybe you met them at like a party and it was somebody's guest. Maybe they don't even purchase the first time. But if you get them in that group and get to know them a little better, maybe now they'll go out on a first date with you. Or they do that first date with you, you get to know them a little better. We don't ask anyone to marry us on the first date. Well, there's going to be one of you that says that happened in your life, but most people don't. Most of the time we have this like courting and bonding time and getting to know each other time. We don't usually go right from meeting to getting married. And we're trying to get people really to buy into our product. And especially some of you have kind of like big kits or, you know, big educational programs. Sometimes it's things like your big doTERRA oils. There's all sorts of things where there's like those bigger purchases. And you're wondering why can't I get people to make those bigger purchases at the beginning? Well, because it's a first date. Nobody puts everything in, all their trust, all their money, all their energy into a first date. We're a little reserved. We don't tell them everything. It's usually a little shorter than some other dates. So, but the cool thing is, after you get to know them, then they do spend more time, more energy, and they will spend more money and buy more frequently. So when you start to think about it like that, we can just get that first date, we can just get them to buy that first product, get them to try it, start building some relationships, then this works really well. Now you can build relationships. I'm going to show you how I suggest you build some relationships and even start to get to know their friends and family on Facebook pages. You're going to build a lot of relationships in the group simply because those posts are seen by more people without paying for it, okay? Now, Facebook has Facebook pages for you to use for business. Groups, according to Facebook, are not there to be used for business. They are there to build relationships, to have conversations about common subjects, to support each other. They're not meant to be there to do sales. But in your groups, when you're building relationships and you're sharing really great tips, and oh, by the way, our product makes it easier to do that, you're building relations, showing ideas, and it's okay to do some sales in there as long as you're doing it correctly. Facebook pages have a totally different set of dynamics, rules. Now, a lot of you, so I'm curious, maybe you don't want to admit this, or at least if you've heard of this happening, Facebook groups, a lot of people have been getting blocked from using their own Facebook groups. If you've had that happen or been hearing that buzz going around, just comment the word groups or blocked. So let's do blocked. If you've heard kind of like this rash blocking going on in Facebook groups, you know, give me a shout out. Okay. People don't get blocked from using their pages. Well, maybe if you throw a bunch of nudity on there, you do something like that's illegal. The Facebook pages, they don't have the same rules, okay? In fact, they're even set up to do some things that we wish we could do in a group. And that's what I'm going to share with you, okay? Let me take a quick drink of water here. Like that was your own fault, Jessica. But what you may have done there, you probably can do on pages and get away with. Okay, so yes, we do have to understand the rules of groups, but there's a totally different type of rule on Facebook pages that's really cool. Okay, so let me tell you about a couple things that are super, super cool about Facebook pages. Okay, one of the things with Facebook groups that's an issue is if you have people in there who you are not Facebook friends with, right? If you are not Facebook friends with people in your group and you go to message them, they don't always get the message. Well, it will go to like an other box, but they won't necessarily see it. So are y'all with me on that? It's not always easy to message everybody in your group. So comment non-friend if you have people in your Facebook group who you are not friends with. Okay, if people in your group who you're not friends with, put non-friend down in the comments. It's an issue when it comes to messaging them and getting to know them better when we have non-friends in our groups, okay? We still want them there, it's okay, but it's a difficult situation. The cool thing is on Facebook pages, the people who engage, Facebook gives you a method for automatically messaging them, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that. The other thing is there's a way to build your likes on your Facebook page based around people's interaction when they like it, like or have some sort of emotion that they click on, okay? So I had this pleasure to go to this really great conference, and it's not a very sexy name. It's called the Traffic and Conversion Summit. Does anybody just think that sounds really sexy and exciting? Okay, the Traffic and Conversion Summit. Okay, all that means is how do you find people and then turn them into customers? That's what it means. Okay, that's the layman term for that. Okay, and there was this quote which I loved. So I got to ask, how many of you know I'm the question queen? So comment queen, or if you have a cute emoji with a crown, throw that in there. If you know I'm the question queen. Okay, as the question queen, one of the things, if you know me very well, you know I really, 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 really believe strongly in getting engagement. I believe in asking really good questions. I believe in getting people motivated and excited about our product, all because we find out about them. We don't spend all our time talking about ourselves, okay? We do everything we can to get people to talk about themselves, okay? The other thing I really promote a lot are what I call 5-day series. 5-day series are how you do things, great tips. It's not just product show and tell. It's great ideas, okay? So this quote was like perfect. It like described exactly what I'm teaching every single day. Said content is king, okay? So I want you to put in the comments one of the things you love to teach. Whether you're a makeup person, you love eyes or lips. If you are an oils person or health and wellness, you love helping people. Maybe it's have more energy, or maybe it's, you know, lower their blood pressure. There's all sorts of things. I know you have to like be careful with medical words. But what is it that you have education in and you love to help others with? Because I know you are not just there. I know this. You are not just there to sell stuff. You love to make new relationships. You love to help people change a part of their life. I know this. Look at this. Organizing, dress tips, mixing scents together, organizing, styling. Oh my gosh, look at all these fun tips, okay? I know you have an expertise. And so I need you like loyal and dedicated to sharing those tips, and stop. You don't have to ever feel like a salesperson, okay? Would that be nice? Who hates feeling like a salesperson? Oh my gosh, this like blew me away. They did this poll and they said 80% of salespeople don't like other salespeople. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was really sad. 80% of salespeople don't like other salespeople. And I was like, ouch, okay? Well, let's not be like that, okay? I want you to love and support each other. One of you has great leggings and clothes, another of you has great earrings, another of you has great books for kids. Like, I want you to work together, okay? Not hate each other, all right? So your sales, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have is very, very valuable, okay? So I said content is king. The things you know, the things you understand, the things you're good at helping other people with, that they're connected to your product, but it's not, you know, you could help them with some things even if they didn't buy the product. The product usually is always a great addition to it. It makes it a lot easier. But you have great wisdom, okay? Content is king. Then they said engagement, which is asking your questions and getting people to comment. Okay, that's engagement. Engagement is queen and rules the house. Totally made me laugh because, you know, I definitely rule the house right now. But you know what I'm saying. Content is king, engagement is queen, and rules the house. We've got to have both to make this work. And that is the key to your Facebook pages. If you don't have awesome content that you add a question to it, it is not going to work as well, okay? So if you show a fantastic tip on how to clean, let's say a shower, okay? You have these awesome tips on how to clean shower, how to keep it clean, how to, you know, all those kind of things. So you have this tip and you're showing them this stuff on how to keep it clean, how to clean the stains out, how to, you know, different things. you're going to ask a question with it. So maybe you do a post and you have some tips on it, or maybe you do a video. The text above it, you can always have text above it. And that's why when I shared with you guys the link, there was text above it, and I should have thrown a question in there, but the text above it needs to have a question. How many people are using your shower? Or how many showers and tubs are in your house? There always needs to be a question to get people to comment. And I'm going to show you why that is so important. Okay? Now, and you want the content to be really good so that they hit like or love or whatever it is. And you might be showing a funny. It's okay if it's entertaining, if it makes people laugh. We want to get emotions being shown, and we want to get comments. And the awesome thing about this is, if you have a Facebook page and you've had a post that you've got some comments or likes on, you see instantly how the seen by, how many people are viewed, I think it says viewed, how many people viewed it, skyrockets organically. Now there's what's called paid views and organic views. Organic views are, they happen because other people were chatting about it, okay? Paid is because you can pay for your posts on Facebook to be, or Facebook pages to be seen, okay? So let me show you some examples of why this is super, super exciting. Is everybody following me? The content is king and engagement is queen, rule of the house. If you can see why we need this marriage, comment marriage down below so I know that you're seeing the big picture and why both have to happen, okay? So you're, oh good, okay. And if you're not, I guess you can comment divorce. If you're like, Michelle, I know what you're talking about and that's crazy. Okay, hopefully we've got a lot of marriages going on. Okay, awesome, awesome, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so let me find a quick post here. I'm going to show you a couple different ones. Okay, so let me show you this one. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you my Facebook page and kind of give you some examples. Alrighty, so this is our Creative Success Systems Facebook page, okay? Alrighty, and on here, here's a post I've done. Now, I have boosted this, which means I paid some money for it to be seen. But I want you to see what happens here, and that I have both organic and paid views, okay? It still would have had views even if I hadn't paid for it. So first of all, the first thing I did up here is which describes you best. And I try to be a little witty. I wouldn't claim to be a comedian or super funny. I can have a funny moment. Some of you have far more wit and much better sense of humor than I do. So you'll come up with some even better things than I would. But I put which describes you best. Facebook is my friend, and I have a limitless number of leads. I want Facebook to be my friend, a business partner, but we aren't clicking, okay? And the reason why I put this is because I knew, instead of just saying, hey, I got this great free webinar, I knew if I could get them to comment, the people that commented, because this is what's called public. Your profile, you can really narrow down who sees your posts. In your group, you can make it closed. You can even make it secret. A Facebook page is public, okay? Now, if you have some goober that goes on here and starts commenting inappropriately, or somebody from some strange country that you know is just trying to cause problems, you can ban them. That's the word, ban, B-A-N. So you can keep individuals from being on your page. You've had some team member that was a problem or whatever, you can ban people from your page, okay? Otherwise, it is 100% public. So, and what's great about it being public, and I'm going to tell you about events in a minute, why that's awesome, is when somebody comments, when somebody likes, when something happens like that, or it's really easy to share, it makes it easy to get the word out. And for those of you running businesses, anything you post on your Facebook page should be content that you're like, I would be so excited if this goes viral. You should never put anything on your page that is somewhat like you don't want everybody to know. Don't think only the people who've liked your page are going to see it, okay? That's the kind of thing maybe you put in a closed group, but not on a Facebook page. This should be your awesome how-to videos, your great tips, things you have coming up, okay? That goes on a Facebook page, all right? Now, if you see here, we have, okay, so let me show you a couple of really cool things, and I'll zoom this in because I don't know how well you can see it depending on if you're on a phone or what kind of device you're on. So hopefully that helps you see it a little bit. So if you see down here, I've got these sweet, sweet gals that were so kind to comment. And right here, it gives me the option to like it, which we've liked it, reply, which I need to go back and reply. But the other cool thing is it instantly gives me the option to message them, and it will go to their inbox from me as Creative Success Systems. It doesn't go to the other folder. So if you can get them to comment on this. So they said, Facebook isn't my friend, we aren't clicking. So, and we're gonna talk about messaging in a minute here. And so I will tell you what to message so you don't spam them, so you don't cold message and be, you know, have people ignore your message. So we'll talk about that in a second. But you instantly have the opportunity to message them. Whereas in a group, when they comment, you don't get this option. It doesn't happen on your profile. It doesn't happen in your groups. The only place it instantly is encouraged to message is on your Facebook page. Now, if you didn't know this, and this was an aha moment, either comment aha or light bulb, whatever your favorite thing is, but this is like, this is exciting, okay? This gives you the opportunity to have conversations with people who you haven't been able to have conversations with. And this is why it's so important to understand that engagement is queen and rules the house, okay? Now, the other thing that we have the opportunity to do to help build your fan base, and I'm sorry I'm not looking straight at the camera, I'm looking at my other screen over here, so I promise you I'm not trying to be rude, but hang in there with me, is these likes, okay? These little emotions. So if you see here, here's a bunch of people, and a lot of them I'm friends with, some I'm not, some are just fans, but look what happens. People who have liked my post, so they saw it from our boosted post, or one of these gals who already had liked our page. So you'll see, and I know, for example, so I know Hope follows us, I know Vanetta follows us, so Vanetta may have shared it, or maybe they saw that she liked or commented on it, showed up in her news feed, and one of her friends, so I know she sells Youngevity, one of her friends that sells Youngevity might be one of these people who liked the post about this upcoming event that we're having right now. And now I can go over and say, hey, Lisa, I'm going to invite you to come like our page. Kendra, I'm going to invite you to like our page. Stacy, I'm going to invite you to like our page. Irma, I'm going to invite you to like our page. And Mildred, oh my gosh, so nice to meet you. I'm going to invite you to like our page, okay? Now, if one of these is doing something stinky, your other options here are to ban from page. So that's what that other option is there. I get 1 in a million. It happens now and then. Here's another one we can invite. And I could go down lower. There's probably some more. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Okay. We get lots and lots and lots of new likes by just paying attention. And every single post you do, if there's likes by people who have not liked your page before, you have the opportunity to invite them to like your page. So if you're like crazy excited, seeing like some of the potential here, comment potential, okay? This is really fun stuff. But the key is you have to post things that are engaging, that are asking them to talk to you and are interesting enough for them to like it. It is so important. You are not going to post things like, who wants to have a party? You're not going to post anything like this. This is your first date. This is the bar. This is where we're just meeting people, okay? We're not asking them to go on long weekends with us. We're not asking them to get married. We're not asking them for any major commitment. We're just trying to start getting to know them here, okay? And something I haven't done yet, but you could do, if you have quite a few likes and you want to move them towards your Facebook group because you know this stuff is seen there more, you can do a post in here about your group, and you can even boost it to those who have liked your page. It's an option when you do a boost. Who do you want to show it to? It can be to people who've liked your page, people who've liked your page and their friends. You say, you might like this group. Again, you would start with a question. You'd put a little information, and you'd have that button to come join our group, okay? So you can do that. But if they commented, like we have down here, and it gives you the option to message, you could also invite them to join your group, okay? So, and we're gonna talk more about this messaging here in just a second. But I want to show you and tell you a little bit about the power of events on a Facebook page, okay? So I'm gonna stop sharing for just a second here. Alrighty. I know, are you guys excited? I love all these comments. Like, I couldn't see all the comments when I was screen sharing. Look at this, everybody's so excited, Shannon. This is so much fun. Okay, so let me tell you about a couple other things, all right? All right. All of you put all these really, really, really cool things that you have wisdom in, that you're an expert in, that you help people with, all right? I love to help you with your business. I have skills in sales and messaging, in repeat business and recruiting. Those are some of mine. You also have some of those. Okay, you're becoming amazing business women and men. But one of the things that you can do is give people the opportunity to come and get free advice, free education, free knowledge and wisdom. And when you start becoming a guru, you might be a guru in organizing, you might be a guru in makeup, maybe you have like a spring fashion show, depending on what you sell. Maybe you have great ideas on how to take the kids and travel, and they aren't on devices the whole time, if that's a priority to you in your Usborne books. There's so many cool things. How to clean a bathroom in 5 minutes, or how to never spend more than 5 minutes again a week cleaning your bathroom. There's all sorts of cool things you could do, okay? This is what's so fun on a Facebook page, is that events get seen really, really differently. I've tried doing events. We have a very large Facebook group that has over 9,000 people in it. And I said, let's do a 5-day, it was finding new customers, okay? I'm gonna give you different activities in this event. We had over 300 people say they were going to the event, and I was gonna post daily, hey, go do this, tell me when you've done it. I don't know what the deal was, but it wasn't being seen. Nobody was commenting on it. Facebook was not playing nice. I really don't know why, okay? All I know is when I do events on my Facebook page, it's just a totally different, it's just really different, okay? So what you wanna do, so let me show you an example here. So we decided to work smart, not hard. So we were having webinars and we were having events on our Facebook page. And then we learned the Zoom would go live, okay? And then we were like, okay, we'll do both at the same time. Some people may hear about it as an event on Facebook. Some people may hear it as a webinar and come join us on Zoom. And you can totally do both, okay? Now, I will admit this costs money to do this, okay? I pay a little bit of money, well, a decent amount of money for this service. So this may not be how you do it, is both. But you can totally just do these Facebook events and either post some images and some videos or go live like we do. But let me show you some really cool things about this, okay? So what I love about doing Facebook events is the fact that on your Facebook page is that, first of all, it's totally public, okay? And the cool thing is, Facebook gives you the opportunity, you can invite friends, okay? So if you are friends with a lot of your people in your Facebook group, this makes it super easy. And normally it gives you the option to invite up to 500 friends. Now, if I go and invite 500 friends every single week, I get dinged pretty fast. And then down here, it'll say I can invite 50. And that's usually the worst thing that happens. Now and then I have been blocked from inviting people to my events. It's usually because we're doing quite a few in a short amount of time. Now, the cool thing is, if you've had any other events, like if you had some Facebook parties that you did as groups or events, you can click, here's events I hosted, you can click on those. So like I can click on our group here, and it will show me a bunch of people that I'm friends with in my group, okay? If I have a smaller event, let's see here. This shows me all my friends who attended, and it would let me select all, okay? And I can invite those people to the event. So there's really cool ways that you can invite people, but because this is public, the really fun thing is, then you can invite them to invite people. And unlike a Facebook group, they don't get put in a group and then get a ton of notifications quite the same way as an event. And the engagement seems to be a lot higher here. So let me show you, I've got to find, they like changed this a little bit. So if we go to discussion and we see the different posts here, the really fun thing is that I find really interesting is how much engagement I get in here. So here, this was something we just posted about an hour and a half ago. It has 18 comments. And I don't know if this is going to give me any, but any of the likes I have here, so these are all people who've already liked our page. But anytime there are likes on any of these posts in here from people who've never liked our page before, again, it will give me that option. Let's see if there are any here. Oh, here's one. There's Jasmine. Jasmine, that's a cool way to spell that. Here's someone I can invite to like our page, okay? So as you invite all your friends and then you incentivize, so I will say we're gonna do a drawing for everyone who invites 10, 20 friends. So maybe you're doing makeup tips and you wanna tell them specifically, if you have friends who love fashion, or if you have friends who are new moms, or if you have friends that are homeschool moms, or if you have friends that are super busy and it's hard to make time to clean the house, okay? Whatever it might be, so you tell them, you give them some specifics. Invite 10 friends using, I tell them specifically, using, this usually says invite, I think for when you're someone who has said joined, invite 10 friends and comment invite and your name will go into a drawing. Because they don't get slammed with notifications just because they're invited here the same way they do when they're in a group. So then, and so I would suggest maybe once or twice a month, you do a fun event that is purely educational. Now, it's absolutely okay that as you're showing a cleaning demo, you're using your cleaning products, and you say, hey, this is kind of a fun product, this is what it's called, this is what it costs. Then you keep going and you do the event, okay? And you keep showing all your tips and tricks. There's nothing wrong with just letting people know, this is the product I'm using to do this. If you're doing makeup, of course, you're gonna say what colors or what the name of your brush is. If you're putting on jewelry, you're gonna say what the names of the jewelry, what the jewelry pieces are. If you're showing books or explaining these are great tools to help your kids with this age love to learn, you're going to tell them the name of the book, okay? So you don't have to not demo product, but make it 100% education based, and it's okay to say, this is a great tool that makes it easier to accomplish that. So having these on a regular basis, I would guess that most of you don't have a big enough following to do this on a weekly basis and have people get excited every week. Whereas if you did it maybe twice a month or once a month, People are like, oh, it's been a while since she did one, and I learned so much last time. I got to do it next time. But then you can share this event in your group. Say, hey guys, doing this event on my page. You're going to love it. Be sure and hit join. So those are some cool, you can put it on your profile, invite people that way. If you want to throw a few dollars at it, $5 a day for a week, I wouldn't do it more than 7 days in advance because people totally forget that they hit going, okay? Don't do it more than, really 5 days is the magic number. You don't need to do it more than 5 days in advance, okay? Oh yeah, it's totally all recorded, no problem, okay? So it's super, super exciting, all the different things that you can do here to find new customers, to make new relationships. So remember though, for the most part, in my opinion, your Facebook page is going to be the place where we're doing a lot of first dating, okay? Not your courting, not your long-term. Now you can, there's absolutely no reason why on your Facebook page you couldn't, if for those of you that follow me and know what a 5-day series is when we talk about one topic for 5 days. So then they're more likely, like 5 days of laundry detergents or 5 days of books for, you know, preschoolers, or 5 days of all the different cool things one oil does, 5 things that this particular cleaning product does. By the end of the week, they're ready to buy it because we've done what we call drip, drip, drip. You can totally do that on your Facebook page. And you have 2 different options. You can either have a whole bunch saved in ScentShare, and maybe you do one topic on your page and one topic on your page, or you can, or in your group, or you can probably do the same in both. The fact of the matter is, stuff on your Facebook page still is only going to get seen so much. So the likelihood of them seeing both isn't really high, but it could happen. So if you want to do different themes on different pages, it's up to you. Okay? All right, let me go back to the page here. Okay, so I'm super excited. Are y'all seeing some new like hope with Facebook pages? The key is though, you have to get comments. Without getting comments, without sharing good content, your Facebook page is still going to be a dud, especially if you're not going to put any money into it. Okay? Now, I am not the Facebook ad guru. Okay? I'm not going to say I am, because I'm not. I'm not going to tell you you should or shouldn't put money into Facebook pages. That is not what this is, my event is about. I'm only here to help you learn better ways to get organic reach without paying, and how you can communicate with people. So 2 more quick things. One on videos and one on messaging, all right? The really cool thing is Facebook is really, really, really talking a lot about doing Facebook Lives. I was shocked. We were watching, I think it was it on, no, Hulu, what were we watching it on? Oh, I think we were watching a show that had broadcasted on like NBC.com or something, because we don't have cable and there's not commercials in Hulu. So I think it was like NBC.com. We were watching some show that had broadcasted. But on NBC.com, they'll still have little advertisements, a couple of them in between. And there was this ad on doing Facebook Lives. They're like, come to Facebook and do a Facebook Live. And I'm like, they are spending money to get us to come to do videos. Okay, my friends, as long as you don't play music that is copyrighted, that's the big no-no that you don't do, and which is so sad because it's kind of fun to get people jazzed up, and I love music, okay? The copyrighted music on your Facebook Lives is a no-no, okay? So as long as you don't do that, you don't get in trouble. There's no getting put in Facebook jail. You haven't used corporate images that everybody uses. All the things getting you in Facebook jail for groups, you can do all the lives you want, okay? So if you're terrified, and my friend Jill, she's like, oh, that's outside my comfort zone. My friends, I'm telling you, you want to set a goal, do step by step. Somehow you got to find a way to get comfortable with Facebook, with videos and Facebook Lives, because it's where it's at. When you do a Facebook Live on your page, that gets seen by a lot more people than a post, okay? Facebook shows that to more of your fans. So I would highly, highly encourage you to find a way, if that's not your thing yet, to do Facebook Lives. Now, there's a couple other things I want to talk about Facebook videos, okay? So I want to ask, ooh, cool, I love it, 1,000 views, that's fantastic. Okay, awesome, good job. Now, oh yeah, you can totally do lives in your face. You can do lives everywhere, okay? There's no place you can't, well, that I can think of, I might be wrong, but I can't think of any place you can't do a Facebook Live. On your profile, in your groups, in your events, on your Facebook pages, anywhere and everywhere. And a lot of you, let me show you a couple quick things, okay? We'll go back to screen share here. Okay, a lot of you will even have the option, I have it here on my Facebook page, start a live video, and you can do that from your computer. Now, some of you don't. Some of you are like, oh no, I'm only gonna use my phone. It's totally up to you. I'm on my computer right now doing this Zoom, but for some of you, you might love doing it that way. Now, there's a couple other things I want to highly, highly, highly encourage you. Like, I am really, really passionate about this topic. Videos and creating a library of tutorials, okay? We're going to talk about moving it to messages. We're going to talk about some what we call to actions here in just a second. One of the things I'd highly encourage you to do is to start creating a video library. Call to actions here in just a second. One of the things I'd highly encourage you to do is, sorry about that, I got some feedback there. I didn't realize that volume would automatically be on. Okay, so here is where all my videos are stored, and it even automatically stores your Facebook Lives here, okay, which automatically turned on. But I have all these videos here, okay? Look how cool that is, the live one's down there. So you've got all these videos on here. This is what's so cool, is any of these videos that you open, and I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I can get the link. It says copy link address, okay? When you copy that link address from this video and you either share it in a group, in a party, on your profile, or you can go put it into SyncShare and hit their little link button. When it pops up in your event, in your party, wherever you want to share it, it will auto play. Now, they still have to turn on the volume, okay? But it will auto play. Now, let me tell you a couple other cool things that we found on here. You can insert, and I would click on this, but I don't know what's going to happen to the live. So hopefully I can explain this well enough. You can, let's see if this will let me do this. We're going to go to video library, okay? When we go to the video library and we click on individual videos, it gives you the option, and I'll show you a couple I've done this with. It gives you the option to put a unique, what we call thumbnail. See what happens when I click on these. Still going here. So this one right here, can you see this down here? It might be really tiny, but this right here has a play button. I'm sorry, it's super, super small. I don't know if it's going to show it. There we go. Okay, so I put a custom thumbnail on here, all right? Now, there's so many cool things you can do now. So this shows me how many minutes it was viewed, how many video views there were, how many only 10-second views there were, and the average watch time. Now, this is really good. Did you know the average watch time of videos is only 22 seconds? That's why I have this 10-second views. There were 574, which is over half of how many people viewed it, okay? So you want the very first part of your video to be really engaging. But then there is a place where you can edit these, okay? And when you can edit this video, guess what you can do now? You can now request for there to be subtitles on it. And what it does is you say, I would like to put subtitles on it, and you have to go through. So every every so many frames, it'll put up a new sentence. And you have to go and you have to look at all the sentences that it automatically populates for you and make sure it actually put the word that you said. We all have a little bit different accent. I'm from the Northwest, so I have a far different accent than some of you from the Southwest or from the Southeast, okay? So you've got to double check that the words are right. But the cool thing is there's a lot of people not getting the full impact of your video because they just watch it. And for me, especially because I don't have makeup, I don't have something to clean, I'm not, you know, I got jazz hands, that's all I got. I don't have anything exciting to show. There's not a demo going on. Putting the words on my videos, the subtitles is going to be really, really helpful. So that's something really cool that you can do here. And it's fast and slick. My assistant was playing with one, and we're still playing around with it just a little bit, but I know that's something that you can do now, okay? So that they've made it really, really easy. So I really want you to have a fantastic video library. Now, let me tell you, when you're going to demo something and you're going to get your hair done and your makeup on and you're going to set up your video and you're going to clean up the area that you're going to do your video in, do 5 at once or maybe even 10. Don't only do one video at a time, okay? It takes all that time to set up. And don't make your videos longer than 2 to 3 minutes. The average watch time is only 22 seconds, okay? Make it nice and short. Now, when you have someone that we start messaging, we're talking about messaging now, when you have someone you start messaging and they're asking about different things, and you have this nice library of videos, you can send them the link. Hey, this might help explain how this works, or you can look at it and see if that's the right fit for you. Sending them videos is a really nice customer service touch to make it a lot more personable, okay? Now, messaging. Let's talk about messaging here for a second, because we talk about that content is king. We talk about that engagement is queen, but the messaging is the next part that will really set you apart, okay? So right here, I've got my girl Tiffany who's commented. Now, if I hit messaging, so she said on a 10, let's see, the question was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you need some new ideas on, oh goodness, there's a typo in there. I rethought my wording and then I forgot to delete one. On doing or making Facebook pages work for you. So she put a 10. So I can message Tiffany and ask her, hey Tiffany, I'm really curious. When you say you'd love some ideas for your Facebook page, tell me, what are you selling? How many people do you have that are fans currently? And what are you currently posting? What's happening for you now? I would never message her and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you want to learn about Facebook pages. Here are all my ideas. Here's this. Here's what you can buy, blah, blah, blah. We want to learn not to sell vomit, okay? There was this really cool thing that I learned, and I've got to find this book, but this gentleman was talking about that there's this book that talks about so many degrees between that handshake and an intimate relationship. And he took it and he looked at it and he's like, this is really similar to someone buying a product. We don't just meet them and ask them to buy this whole big program. We meet them and we take these steps to grow a relationship. So many of you are meeting people and hoping they'll get married, okay? In this book, it's jump in bed, basically. It's intimacy. We want to take those opportunities to build these relationships, because he said if you try to skip 2 levels, and there was somewhere between 10 and 12 levels of this relationship that you build, if you try to skip 2, they'll feel kind of violated. Have you ever had that time? So comment, what's a good, let's just comment Selzy, okay? Because we don't want to put like really weird words in the comments and people go, what was she talking about? If you've ever had that situation where maybe it was a car salesman, or maybe it was just somebody at the mall, or maybe even had a situation with a direct sales or salesperson, and it just kind of got shoved down your throat and you almost felt kind of violated, okay? That's what he's saying. If you try to skip too many relationship building steps, you'll end up feeling violated in a sales situation. So put salesy if you've had that time where someone just you're just like, ugh, this just does not feel very good, all right? We want to make sure we build that relationship. So one of the things we take a lot of time to teach you is how to take just this one simple answer that she had here. The other one we showed you, we said, you know, are you really good friends with Facebook, or is Facebook and you just not clicking to help you find new clients, all right? And so we want to take those little things that they say and simply say, tell me more about that. What have you tried? What's happening so far? And this is the key. We never, ever, ever make a suggestion until we say, may I share with you a few ideas that have worked for others that might be a good fit for you. We have some very, very, very careful wording in our program because you can't see their eyes, their body language, hear their tone of voice. There's a whole bunch with communication you can't see and hear because you're only reading words. So we have come up with this beautiful method for messaging people and make them feel comfortable, make you feel comfortable, make the conversation, make the intimacy grow on an appropriate level so nobody's feeling sales violated, all right? So we don't want anyone to feel that way. Yeah, sure. May I share with you a few ideas that others have found useful that might be a good fit for you? Now, that's going to change a little bit depending on what you're selling. It's going to change a little bit depending on what your suggestion is going to be. So that's kind of a general statement. We can't give an example for every product and how exactly you would say it. But the whole idea is we ask permission before we ever start dating them. You know, we wouldn't grab somebody's hand and go, come on, we're going to the movies. We'd ask them, would you like to go to the movies? Okay. Would you like to have dinner with me? Here's some places I might like to take you. Which of those would work best? Okay. So we're kind of knocking people over the head, dragging them on dates instead of inviting them, okay, and asking if they would even want to go. So that's what we teach you how to do, are build these relationships. And guess what happens? This is like crazy exciting. When you build the relationship, when you learn to listen via Messenger, because some of you are probably really good listeners, but don't know how to do that via Messenger because you can't see their face and their body language. We teach you how to listen better, how to get them to tell you things. So then when you give suggestions, they're customized for that person. And guess what happens? Because you make very customized suggestions, they buy two to three times as much as they have in the past, and they tell you thank you. Thank you so much, Susie, for helping me find the perfect colors. Thank you so much for finding me some alternative solutions to some of my health concerns. Thank you so much for helping me find some products. And now I'm not going to have those chemicals in my house. It's going to help my kids with asthma. Thank you so much for helping me find the perfect books to help my kids be excited about learning. Thank you so much. How many of you have had that moment when someone says, thank you so much for helping me? Just comment thank you, or even TY, okay? If you've had that moment where not only did you sell something, but you gave people hope, where you gave them some, oh, this might be the answer I needed, okay? You all have these beautiful products that are always better quality than anything you find in the store, and yet they're sold a little bit differently, okay? We have to learn how to be good listeners, consultants in our fields. We have to learn to do it differently, because some of the ways it's being done now are a little spammy and they're feeling salesy and it's turning some people off. And the direct sales industry, there's sometimes it's getting a bad reputation on social media. We have the tools to help you change that. We have the tools to help you be seen as that person that people trust, okay? As that person they can connect with, as that person they trust to build a relationship with. So we really want to help you with that, okay? So let me tell you, so we're almost done here. I want to tell you a quick way, because every one of your products is a little bit different, okay? And unfortunately, in 1 hour, I can't give you every scenario, all the ideas that you need for your product to make this work. But we have a program for you to come and join us and learn how to do it in some time with me, where we can customize some of the verbiage, customize the questions, customize and really plan out your content. We want to help you find clients. We want to help you build the relationships. We want to help you message in a way that you feel good. They thank you after you become a really good listener, okay? These are super, super excited, okay? Now, realize you do have to be on at the end to be entered into the drawings or to win the thing. You have to be on and say, I'm here. So let me tell you about our program real quick, and then Shannon will be ready to announce our winner. Okay, so we have this awesome program we call Social Media 101. The great thing is this is perfectly, it works. It doesn't matter if you have a small business or if you're in direct sales. You will love it for both situations, okay? It will be a great fit no matter what you are selling, what company you're representing. We have ways to help you, okay? It doesn't matter what the product is. This works for everybody, all right? So one of the things that we have is this Social Media 101 class. And Shannon, if you could grab that off the website, the one that's $47. So we're going to have a couple weeks where we spend time, and you're going to have 30 days in a Facebook group. We're going to help you with this. And in each class, we're going to talk about how to create engagement, how to create content, what to post on your Facebook page, how to message people, One thing we haven't gone over today is how to message someone who we need to follow up with, someone who's bought and we need to see how their product works, someone who's been thinking about buying, someone who's been thinking about hosting a party. There's some ways to message them appropriately, okay? We also didn't show you all the cool ways in Messenger on your Facebook page, how you can sort people and organize it. And there's a lot of cool things with the Messenger in Facebook pages that you can't do anyplace else on your profile. So they have it set up. They want you to have business conversations there. It's really cool. So we're going to go over all these things. Let me see here. Do you see what the dates are? Let's see if I can find it real quick. We do all sorts of things, so sometimes I forget when different things are. Now I have my calendar right here. So we're going to spend some time together on the Social Media 101 class, and it is going to start the last Thursday of March, if I remember right. And we're going to go for, I believe it's 4 weeks. Let me double check if it's 3 or 4 weeks. So Social Media 101, it's going to go for 3 weeks, okay? They're 90-minute classes, and we're going to give you lots of assignments. So you go and do them and practice them. Come back, let us know what kind of engagement you got. When you message people, how did the message go? What did you need to learn next? We're going to help you walk through that and give you a Facebook group to get some support on that. And it's only $47, okay? It's going to be an amazing opportunity. Now, we are going to limit how many people can join that group. The other thing we highly encourage you to do, if you could grab this link, Shannon, is we have a $1 trial membership to our, what we call our membership program. You get a heap load of videos. You get access, let me see if I can find it really quick here. But one of the things that we really like you to have access to on this membership program is we love you to have access to our, what we call our question forest, and it has 2,000 questions on it. Now, it's $29.97 a month, but you can try it for 14 days to see if you like it. And if you do like it, you don't do anything, you just get charged $29.97. If you don't feel like it's something that you need, then you can cancel it before the 14 days, and then you don't continue on. Either way is totally fine. There's a time and a place for everything. But we would absolutely love for you to try the trial membership because there's so many great videos. And if you get that and you start watching the videos on how to create questions, how to message people. We have them in modules, and we have all these questions. If you start doing some of your own self-learning before the event starts the end of March, you will be light years ahead, and you are going to be able to then go, okay, I learned this. How am I going to do this for this one product in my company? And maybe you're doing a 5-day series or whatever it might be. So we want you to have access to that dollar membership, okay? And hopefully you continue on with this. We'd love to have you join us for the long run. Let me do a quick screen share, show what this looks like. Okay, so this is our membership program when you sign up. And like I said, you can do it for just $1, or you can do it even for the $29.97. But there's videos on sales, on recruiting, on finding new leads, all sorts of fun things here, okay? And then the question forest, we have these awesome blueprints to help you plan out what you're going to post when and where on your in your Facebook area, on your profile, and your Facebook groups, and your Facebook parties if you're having parties, okay? We have all these awesome blueprints that are both a Word and a PDF document. And then we have just tons of questions for you to have fun with. Because one of the things we didn't talk about are what are called engagement questions. We mostly talked about qualifying questions that would have something to do with product. But we also just want to have fun. We want to ask people about what they did for St. Patrick's Day. We want to ask them about what their plans are for Easter. And so like spring's here. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, if it's not, you're going into fall. If we've got New Zealand or Australia in the house today. And so we have all these different questions you can pull from. If you're, cooking and we need questions for dinner, we got all sorts of fun questions for dinner. We've just got oodles and oodles of questions for you to play around with and try and use in all the different areas of your Facebook business, life that you have. So there is a $1 trial membership for that. Remember, we are limiting how many can do the social media 101. So if you want to be a part of that, and they all are recorded, okay? If there's a night you miss, don't worry, we will have it all recorded. You can watch it and totally catch up. That's not a problem at all. And the recordings are for you to keep afterwards, okay? Alrighty, we have both of those over there. Oh, awesome, you're all over it, Shannon. Thank you so much, darling. Okay, all right, so Shannon, darling, why don't you announce our winner while I grab the, y'all want to be in our Facebook group, okay? Because we also have lists of free questions that are called engagement questions you want to be posting on your profile and in your business areas. We want to give you that for free, and that's in our group. And then we also have all sorts of cool stuff that happens in our group. So like the page and join the group, and we have oodles and oodles of fun, okay? All right, Shannon, are you ready with our winner?
I am.
Awesome.
Okay, so our winner is Jessica D, which I believe that she was on the webinar. So Jessica, are you still on here? Jessica, with the last name starts with D. Looking for Jessica D. Oh, she is here. Yay!
Yay! You get our Facebook group. It's a recording of our training. It is amazing. The content is phenomenal. What company are you with, Jessica? Paparazzi, yeah, girl, awesome. So one of the things that's super important, Jessica, is that you let Shannon know your email address and your name as you put it in when you signed up for the webinar, so we can find you in our system and send that to you. It's really important you communicate with Shannon so that we can do this. Yay! Erin must be both paparazzi too. So there's our Facebook group, and I'm gonna go put that in the live. Where am I at here? All right, and if you have any other questions, we would absolutely be delighted to answer your questions. Shannon, have you seen any that I need to answer that Maybe a more thorough explanation. It's hard to type a thorough explanation, isn't it, sometimes?
Does the social media workshop cover building yourself as a brand, not just your company and product? That was from another Jessica.
That's a great question. So I got to tell you, there's this whole thing about branding. And I love branding. I love getting it so you have like people know that this is what you do. People know this is what you're good at. People know that this is what they can expect from you. So I probably do branding and don't call it that. What I like to make sure is that people know what they're going to learn from you, that people know they can expect this from you. So branding, not so much like a logo and an image, because quite frankly, like, you're never going to be Coca-Cola. I'm never going to be Coca-Cola. You know, we're never going to be someone where they see that logo and everyone's going to think of it necessarily, or it's going to be a much smaller group of people. So you got to be careful how much money you spend on those kind of things. But rather, people know you are the go-to person on this, on fashion, on alternative methods for, you know, health and wellness, for cleaning. They want to know you are the one that has all the good ideas, that they want to be in your Facebook group, because no way are they leaving. If I need to know how to get marker out of my couch, you'll know how. Or if I need to know how to do this, whatever your expertise is. So I'm very much about, I guess I would say, building loyalty and repeat sales, and having you be such an amazing customer service guru that people are bringing their friends and their family to you. So I would say I teach more about how to gain loyalty and repeat sales. Branding, I think that there's a couple different ways to define that. So if you define branding as the way I define creating loyalty, then I'm probably going to teach you what you want to know. But I probably call it something a little bit different. I mean, branding is a personality or guru that can translate into multiple fields. So yeah, I think we're definitely going to help you with that, okay? Because I'm all about sharing your wisdom and your good ideas, and not just like sell vomiting. Isn't this product cool? Don't you want to get 6 of them? Okay. I'm all about being brave and go for what we call go for the no, but we've actually changed it. So let's go for the KNOW. Let's go for the know about them. And between asking the questions and sharing good content, I think we'll definitely be able to give you some good ideas that you're gonna take your business to the next level. Because in our Facebook groups, and we're hoping to find ways to do this even more on the Facebook pages, we get repeat sales basically on a weekly basis. People reaching out to you and asking you to buy product because you've done such a good job at showing them the value of the product through knowledge and wisdom and ideas, and using your product alongside those. So I think you'll feel very authentic, and your customers will really, really like you. Okay. How do I get one-on-one with you ladies for my business? So Heather, that's a great question, girlfriend. So my profile is Michelle Hess Withers. If you message me, we can talk about the different coaching programs that we have. Shannon is my assistant, so she doesn't do any coaching. She is amazing. She does busy work that I don't have time to do. Oh my gosh, she's amazing with both our social media and technology and that. So I do more of the business coaching. So message me and we will help you find the best program for you, because we have lots of different programs that you'll want to take advantage of. Okay, branding, that for which you are known and recognized. So yeah, I like to do that via knowledge, not just via like a logo, but there are some cute logos. There are some people that have big enough followings to do that. You just post link. No, you do way more than just post link, Shannon. You are like, oh, she's amazing. Like, if you need a wife, you need Shannon. She's awesome. Okay. she's amazing. Jill had some aha moments. I'm very thankful. Oh, you're welcome. Can't wait to get some post-starting scheduled. Fantastic, Jill. I watch it. I know. You can't have Shannon. Sorry, she's mine. She's all mine. Do you know if we have any questions on the Facebook Live that we need to answer, Shannon, darling?
There was one that just popped up that I saw from Heather. She's saying, in the past few events I have done through my page as a Facebook party have had no interaction. Is doing a party through your profile or group better?
So Heather, I gotta say, I'm going to unfortunately answer your question in a way you don't expect. The way you get more engagement in a Facebook party is, first of all, the way you work with your hostess and getting her to message people and those kind of things. And then it's all about, so we have we have a weekend camp that you might like. It's called our Facebook Party Online Weekend Camp. It's all about, we ask a question with every single post, but there's a certain type of question. They have to be open-ended. They have to be easy to answer. They have to be easy to think of an answer. And so it takes some practice to learn how to do that, but it's really worth it. We have people all the time go from crickets to like super excited about the potential, because we get so much more engagement in our Facebook parties than anyone else, any other program out there. So it's all about what you're actually posting and what you're asking people to engage with. That will get some feedback, and then you know who to start conversations with. So that's what I would tell you is most likely happening and that you need. So let me know if that helps, and message us if you'd like to know, or even just comment Facebook Camp Weekend. If you would like to know about our Facebook Camp Weekend, be sure and put that in the chat, and we will hook you up and make sure you get those details. Where do you find all the different things you offer? So on our website, that's a great question. So on creativesuccesssystems.com, do you mind grabbing that, Shannon, darling? We have all sorts of things there. We can also chat with you and learn a little bit about what your goals are, what's working for you now, where you would like to become a little bit more of an expert in, what would be the best fit for you. So we'd love to have a conversation with you and help you with that. You're awesome. Thank you. The specials link isn't current right now, Shannon. I need to update that this afternoon. That has some old links on there that I need to update.
There's one that's talking about, there's a couple, it kind of got pushed up. Some of the Norwex gals were talking about some ideas because they have some limits with what they can do on their business page. Mm-hmm. So allowing the public drawings or public Facebook Live. So what's a suggestion to maybe get around that?
Okay, I know Norwex, I know they like you to submit your, like a transcript or a, what's the other word I'm looking for? Everything that they're going to say, there's another word for it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that is so hard. You know, unfortunately, you just kind of have to go by your company's rules. They might be put in your Facebook group instead. You can hide the videos so that at least they're there so you could send them in a private message. I don't know if the rules are the same if you send them in a private message versus on a business page. So you may just have some limits, you know, like I don't want to get you in trouble with Norwex because I love them and their products are awesome and they have a fantastic program. So there's a couple things you just have to note. The cool thing is, I'm not exactly sure how it comes off, but you might be able to do a video, hide it, get all the words that you used, you know, all the subtitles, turn it into them, and then turn it on after they approve it. So you might think outside the box about some of those things so that those are things that you can use, okay? So that might be helpful. Hopefully that answers your question. All right, Jill, so do I prepare events on a personal profile? Because I don't understand how this actually. So luckily, Esther, anything like putting your Facebook page together, anything like pretty common, like that kind of thing, you can totally go to YouTube and put in YouTube, just, you know, put in the search, those kind of things, you'll find lots of videos that'll walk you through that step by step. Okay, so there's lots of places that will help you with that. That's totally for free. All right, Jill, when doing a Facebook party to get orders, I will invite several people, 20 or so. I was told that it's better to have 2 or 3 smaller groups to do a party. I'm not sure I'd have different groups to do one party, and I think you can easily invite up to 50 or more people for a party. I'm not sure if you're doing it in an event or on a page, or excuse me, on an event or in a group. So it's kind of a bigger question than I can probably answer here, not knowing all the details, Jill. But we could definitely go over that in that Facebook party weekend that I think you'd really love and enjoy. Script, thank you. Script. I know it's right there on the tip of my tongue. See, Shannon's my wife. She's my other brain. Yeah, so if you can send your video to compliance to submit it. Nice thing is all the words are on there, so they know exactly what you're saying. Oh, yeah, it would be cool if your hostesses would do videos, Erin, but I know a lot of, you know how scared some of you are to do videos. A lot of hostesses aren't going to do videos. I think it's really fun to get your hostesses on BeLive TV where you can see 2 heads at the same time and do Facebook Live. So that's what I like to encourage too. Alrighty, cool. All right, my friends, let me double check Facebook over here, see if we have any other questions. Let me see here. I have to update real quick. Andrew wants the Facebook party weekend info. We will get that to you, darling. Thank you, Heather. All right, awesome. Okay, you're so welcome. Thank you, my friends. I'm going to log off Facebook land. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody who shared. You're amazing. Have a wonderful hump day. Make it an amazing week, and be sure and join us in our next event. We're doing money making messages. We're going to teach you a lot more how to message correctly. No cold messaging. People are actually going to respond like you. So be sure and go to our Facebook page, and then we'll also have the link for you. And we'll be sending out an email with all our upcoming specials. All right. Have an awesome day. Invite your friends to join us. We'll be doing this again tonight. All right. Bye, y'all. And my friends on Zoom, thank you so much for hanging out with me. You're amazing. It is an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you and have a good one. You're so welcome. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Heather. Bye, Deanne. Bye, Kelly. Bye, Jill. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Tammy. Bye.